Most people think that early retirement and early financial freedom means giving things up or making do with less. I found the exact opposite to be my experience. Hey everyone, my name's Matt. I'm here with Free at 46. I'm just a guy here in Silicon Valley who's achieved early financial freedom, sharing a little bit about my journey along the way, and hopefully it's useful for you. So let's get into it. I wanted to share a few things that I've noticed were actually better or surprised me since achieving financial freedom at 46. So one of the things that I think is in a lot of people's minds as they're exploring early financial freedom is the healthcare costs. And of course, this is going to be different for every single person, every single family dynamic. So I can only share, what I've experienced. But I found that these were surprisingly low for our situation. So family of four living in California, for us, obviously it depends what plan you choose for your family, your circumstances. But I was expecting this to be a huge line item budget for us. But in fact, through the ACA marketplace, we're getting great health care for roughly $300 a month. And so that was incredibly surprising to me and great to see. So that's one area that was a huge positive surprise after reaching independence, healthcare costs. The other one that I would say is the value of time. So this is a big one for me. I know, like a lot of folks, if you're living in a high pressure area, like we're here in Silicon Valley, time is always at a premium. You find yourself, when you're working, you're rushing between, Costco's on Saturdays and sports events or outings at the most crowded, most peak times throughout the week. And you're always paying a premium for that as well. You're trying to get that dinner on a Friday night or trying to go to the game on a Saturday. Those are all things you're going to pay extra for. So one of the things that I've been very pleasantly surprised with is the time independence that comes with early freedom. So what does that look like in practice? For me personally, it looks like the ability to go to a Giants game at 12 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. And the cost for those tickets is going to be something like 1/4 of the cost of a regular ticket on a primetime game. Same experience, arguably better experience, but you're paying way less for that. Shopping as well. Every time I go to Costco, for me, I prioritize going on Wednesdays when there are the fewest people possible, and that's been phenomenal. So you're saving time, less stress. That's another great benefit, is that you can control your time, your schedule, and you can optimize for the best local experiences around you. The other cost that I found was surprising was food. So for us, in Silicon Valley, like most families, you're spending a lot of money on food, especially if you've got a family. We've got two kids. They certainly eat a lot, for sure. And so what I find, again, this ties a bit back to the time component, is that with more time and more freedom, I'm actually able to spend time making better food, often at far lower cost than you would get in a store. So I'll give you a couple of examples there. Like, we used to buy bread regularly, and that bread at a store here is going to be roughly $10 a loaf. And that's post-tax money. So you can do the math there, but that's a lot for one loaf of bread. So once achieved freedom, I was able to get a bread maker. The bread maker has been fantastic. I'm able to take time to make fresh bread with ingredients that I control, that I know what's in there. And those are costing roughly $1.50 to $2 a loaf. So that's a huge win right there. Another simple example is ice cream. I mean, I don't know what it looks like in your area, but when you go to the store here and look at ice cream here, crazy expensive. And a scary fact that a lot of the ice creams available in your store aren't actually ice cream. So if you look at the label, they actually have more air in them than they do actual ice cream, which was a disturbing thing that I learned after going on this journey. So what does it look like making ice cream at home? It involves roughly $2 worth of ingredients and about 30 minutes of time. So again, these are just small things that add up, but the value of time allows you to create things at home, to create things that are better quality, lower cost. That's just one other key advantage of early retirement. So in summary, healthcare costs, flexibility of time, as well as the ability to create homemade food that's at better quality. These are just three of the surprising factors that made me realize that early retirement and financial freedom might be closer than you think. Thanks everyone. If that's helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe.